Welcome back, guys and gals. I'm Mike, and this is 603 Foam. Please excuse my tired demeanor and the bags under my eyes. It is well after 1:30 in the morning, but that's the price we pay sometimes. We're a one-man show, and we got to push the content out for you guys, the viewers, because you guys are worth it. That said, tonight's video is going to be a mod guide on a Dart Zone blaster. Whoa, not the Dart Zone blaster, not a Nexus, not an Aeon. Tonight's video is on this guy right here, the Storm Squad. That's right, the Storm Squad. This little guy can take a K26. A K26, that's impressive for a blaster this size. That said, I only have a K25 handy tonight, so we're going to drop it in there and see what it does to the performance. So let's get to modding. As you can see, here we are with the Dart Zone Storm Squad. I've gone ahead and removed all the screws from it, so we can go ahead and get into this quickly. You do have to be rather careful when you remove this ring from the sight, or the priming handle, both in this case, as it is glued on a little bit. I had to take a pair of pliers and gently ply it off. As you can see, I put a few stress marks in the plastic, but I did not break it. So with that said, be very careful removing that. So let's get into this. We'll take apart the priming handle here. You got your little spring in there for your spring return. Be careful. Alright, there's our priming handle. Remove the shell. Now this is going to be a pretty much straightforward mod guide for you, because all we're really going to do is a spring upgrade. We're not going to mess with the AR or any of that stuff. So we're going to pull out our catch and remove our spring. That is our stock Storm Squad spring. Looks an awful lot like a Triad spring, but this was shooting at like 80 FPS, sometimes 85. So for what looks like a Triad spring, it has a little more oomph than a Triad spring. We are going to replace it with K25. I thought about going with K26 because it does have a smaller diameter, but it appears that both will fit in. As you can see here, I do also have some K26, which has an overall smaller diameter and would also fit into this blaster. Probably more like what was in here. As we look at the original, the diameter is very close, if not exactly the same. The reason I'm choosing to go with K25 is because it actually fits in there, and I'm worried a little bit. Like a K26 is technically a 14 kilogram spring. A K25 I think is like a 12 or 13. And I'm going to go with the K25 just because I don't want to put the extra stress or added stress from a K26 in the Dart Zone Storm Squad. We're going to take our stock spring to get our measurement on our K25 spring. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to lose about a coil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Depending on where I cut it, 1 to 2 coils. 5, 6, yeah. So I might go just a little long and then bring it back as needed. So I think I'm going to go about a half a spring length long and cut it about here with my Dremel. Let's take this and put a little mark on it. You can put it down. I always like to try to bring the edge of the spring down a little bit, just so it's not so pointy. Now, we have a spring that is about a half a coil longer than the original spring. Because if I was to cut, say, about there, maybe a little bit more than half a coil, but that's okay. So, let's test her out, see if we can get her to catch. And if we do, we'll have a good blaster. We'll have to see what she does over the chronograph. If not, we'll have to come back in and cut a little bit of this off. Actually, that's a mistake. As you'll see in the video, you're going to want to have the notch goes on the bottom. And the slot has to be to the top to be high enough. So I'm going to put the cut end down by the end of the plunger. Well, that might actually work. I thought for sure I'd have to cut that down. I thought that's going to be too much. Oh, it doesn't like to fit in. Maybe I do have to use K26, as it does not seem to want to. Oh, no, I thought maybe it was going to. See how it's supposed to fit between those two pieces? I may have misjudged what I can and cannot use in this blaster. I don't know. Let's see what it does, if it likes it or not.
Eventually,
try to get that there. I don't know. I'm going to just take that down now because I don't think it's going to work. So cover your ears, people. We're going to do this one more time. I'm still going to try to get this spring in there because I'm going to be very upset if I cut a K25 for it not to work. So I'm going to try right around there. Alright, we took that extra half a length off. So now it's exactly the right length. Now, I don't know how much that will help, but hopefully enough to make this work properly. If I remember correctly. No, see, we're not going to have any issues if it's sitting on there. This is where I forgot to add 2 wraps of Teflon tape underneath the O-ring. It would have helped with consistency, as you'll see at the end of the video. Now, let's see what we can do. Usually you replace the catch spring to make sure you have enough power there to make sure it catches. Part of why I cut down this K25 to the exact length to make sure I don't have an improved catch spring here. So if I do, I have other springs I can try to do, but getting this thing to there we go. Okay, so let's mount it all up and see if this thing will catch. Come on, it's not that difficult, Mike. There we go. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you actually think I put that in upside down. How awesome is that? Well, let's sit on there. Alright, so you want to make sure that is level. I guess that goes down. I guess I was wrong. Let's get the catch back in.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone.
There we go. Go. Just to hold it together. Now I'm only going to throw a few screws in this to try to be able to test it. Alright, let's see if she catches. She catches and shoots like a brick shithouse. I love it. Whoops. Better make sure we glue that back on. Oh, we're going to have to run this over the chronograph. That feels real good. So, well, let's get the rest of the screws back in this right after I get the piece I sent flying. Okay. We'll put a dab of glue on that in a minute. Throw some darts in this and see what it does over the chronograph. Okay. Here we are with the modified Storm Squad with a K25 spring in it. When we first originally shot this over the chronograph, we were getting 80 FPS on average. So let's see what a K25 did. Not bad. All above 100. For a simple spring change, we've gained a minimum of 35 FPS. Not too shabby. So, I'll wait till the guys get shot with this tomorrow. Well, there you have it, guys. That's my mod guide to the Dart Zone Storm Squad. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Consider subscribing. I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, and when we hit that 100 subscriber mark, we're going to have a giveaway. We're going to be giving away one Easy E Ezekiel's Dart Jig in Magic Blue, I think it is. Some really cool blue. And we're going to be giving away one Captain Slug Pyrangle and traditional Captain Slug Black and Orange. We're giving both these items away to one lucky winner once we hit that 100 subscriber mark. As always, there's links in the description box below to everything I used in this video. And remember, keep blasting and stay safe.